Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we're going to take a look at a government official's son who was jailed for assaulting and taking the life of a high-class escort at a flat in Aberdeen. Bala Chinder, who was 26, had taken the life of 37-year-old Jessica McGath only a few weeks after arriving in Scotland to study at Robert Gordon's University. Her body was found partially clothed in a bedroom of a flat she had rented in Aberdeen's Union Terrace the following day. Extensive police investigations carefully pieced together the call girl's last movements following the grim discovery on the February the 12th. CCTV footage revealed that she had travelled to Mr. Chinder's student accommodation on King Street with him in a taxi before they returned to her apartment a short time later. She had made her last ever call on her mobile phone a few minutes before surveillance cameras recorded Mr. Chinder walking down the street away from her flat. A jury of 8 women and 7 men unanimously found Mr. Chinder guilty of murdering Jessica in the city centre flat. They took more than 6 hours to reach their verdict and also found him guilty of sexually assaulting the mother of one and stealing her 2 mobile phones in an attempt to defeat the ends of justice. Judge Lord Beckett told the jury that they had gone about their duties commendably after listening to the evidence they may have found very distressing. Jailing Mr. Chinder, he told him that he had ended the life of a woman described by friends as full of fun and who had much left to live for. Mr. Chinder, a Nigerian whose dad works as the immigration attaché at the Nigerian embassy in Beijing, wept uncontrollably as he was found guilty by the jury. The court heard that Miss McGath died of asphyxiation and was likely smothered with a pillow, possibly strangled by her scarf. The taxi driver taking Mr. Chinder and Jessica back to her apartment had heard them discussing money before she was killed on February the 11th. Mr. Chinder changed his mobile phone number after her death. Following the hearing, Detective Chief Inspector Stuart Houston said this was a challenging case for all involved, using the full resources of the police in Scotland to understand what happened to Jessica and trace the person responsible for her murder. A man went to great lengths to cover his involvement and deceived his victim from the outset. At the heart of this horrific crime was a young mother, a daughter and a friend whose life was cut tragically short in what must have been terrifying circumstances. Throughout, Mr. Chinder has shown no real remorse for his depraved actions and taken no responsibility for robbing a young boy of his mother. It is hard to imagine how difficult this past year has been for her family and friends, and our thoughts are with them. During the trial, the court heard that the mother had a young 7-year-old son who lived with her adopted mother in London. Miss McGath was originally from Nigeria and was an orphan, but sent money back to her 2 sisters and brothers who lived abroad. Her double life as an escort was only exposed to her closest friends after a sudden death, with many believing she travelled around the country selling hair extensions. She visited her son in London every month and took him on luxury holidays abroad, and was dating a young man in Dublin who she planned to marry. Detective Chief Inspector Houston added, the police in Scotland recognise that many males and females involved in prostitution are there as a result of force or perception of limited alternatives. We have worked closely with a range of partners, including the health authorities and support groups, to ensure that our responses to prostitution focuses on protecting individuals and communities from harm while targeting organised crime groups and individuals who attempt to control, abuse, exploit or coerce others. Mr. Chinder was told he must serve a minimum of 18 years. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and share, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more Street Crime UK content, hit subscribe and press that bell so you can join us on the next video. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.